So, sorry about that. The devil energy, exactly as it was kind of kicking off. So the devil energy, I gave the example in the past channel. So the devil, not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that it brings in those temptations. It brings in those. In this reading, it's coming in as that energy, that neutral one. That it's simply bringing in the temptation. It's bringing in those things that taunt you, that haunt you, that bring your downfall if you allow it. So the example is, if you go into a shop and your intention is to eat healthily, is to be healthier, and you go in and you see loads of crisps and chocolate and whatever foods that are not supporting your well-being, and instead of having just one or two of those choices, where on the other side you have like fresh fruit and fresh vegetables and healthy foods, instead of choosing some from here and some from here, the devil energy, as the example to make it easy to understand, is completely indulging in just the junk food. Now, yes, the devil energy is sometimes very harsh and very overbearing, but in this instance, it's a matter of you fixating, you being very thorough and focused on where are you heading and why. Therefore, building up not only your courage but your discipline. If someone puts a certain temptation in front of you, you now need to build up. This is your task. Build up your discipline, build up your stamina, build up your strength to say no to what is not suitable for you, saying no to what tripped you up before in the past, saying no to that which does not serve your higher good, and being more available to that which is serving your higher good, being more available to, like, you know what, I can have one treat, I can have one thing that's not so healthy, and in contrast to that, I'm going to have all of this healthy food, healthy food, healthy food, healthy food. So it's not about denying yourself of certain things. What's the word for that? There is actually a defense mechanism around that as well. I can't remember the name of it. So where you sacrifice something, you sacrifice eating chocolate altogether, and you sacrifice something altogether. Sustain abstinence. So you abstain from having certain things that actually can be used as a defense mechanism. So abstaining from doing certain things, abstaining from having certain things doesn't always work for some people. So it may be that this energy of the devil, it may be that you're abstaining from larger quantities of something that's not good for you, and you just start narrowing it down, reducing, so that you're better able to sustain long-term release of a bad habit. Some people it works, some people need cold turkey. I don't even know what it is. You know your things that you wanted to get some control over, you wanted to get some discipline over. It may be something like procrastination, that you're happier that when someone calls up and says, should we go for coffee, should we go for a night out, and instead of doing what you should be doing to get your new business moving, or to get your assignment done, or to get your drawer in the top cupboard cleared out finally, instead of that, you're just like, oh, okay, I'm just going to go and do the funner thing instead. But long term, it's not the funner thing, because then that issue that you haven't dealt with, that thing you haven't completed, is still sitting there. Then you feel even worse about yourself, possibly, for not having completed it. So it's up to you now to take this into your own hands and get some control, get some leadership within your own realm, within your own self, over what you need to be doing, how you need to be doing it, and why. There you go. So having that crossover, some things have been brought in, some things have not been brought in. So you've got the Two of Swords. I feel like in this you've got a third sword coming in. Don't quite know why. It's like the sharpness of the devil's wings. Possibly like a third sword. So when you're dealing with this, it may bring up certain things that when you did feel the Three of Swords energy, maybe that's what it is, that you've got to break out of that heartbreak that led you to self-indulgence in negative behaviours, or that heartbreak that took you down the wrong path, or that heartbreak that broke you, and then you just kind of let everything else because it wasn't built on a foundation that was actually sustainable or good for you. So letting the Two of Swords come in and kind of sift. I feel like they're like sifting out the muck, the like Edward Scissorhands vibe. So yes, he's got loads of blades, but they're not necessarily bad because he can control them and know how to use them. Really weird image to come in, but Edward Scissorhands, if those of you know who he is. So, what do you want to see? Where do you want to be heading? Where do you want to go? Bring it into focus. Bring it into focus. Bring it into focus. Focus on self-acceptance. What does it mean to you? And strengthen it. Allow your thought patterns to be fluid. Allow them to be creative. Allow them to be open. Allow them to be objective, and allow them to grow. So bringing in the courage, having the courage, and then expanding on the courage. Allowing your vision to become stronger. So for now, I'm going to say I'm going to do the Divine Feminine reading and enjoy this empowerment because it's a great energy with the current alignment. Peace and love.